What are you struggling with right now? When we think of the word struggle, we often equate it with being weak. We are feeling at something or it's not good enough, or we just never amount to anything. We think that we will either never get out of the situation or the exhaustive nature of the struggle will eventually wipe you out. When you are in pain and struggling, you tend to focus much attention on that pain. You will inevitably want relief, so what do? If you're like most, you obsess over it. You work on trying to find the solution day in and day out. It seems like there's no end and the pain almost taunts at you. But eventually at some point you do find the answer. Interestingly, this experience also characterizes the journeys of many successful leaders, entrepreneurs, and almost anyone who's in charge of people or a project. Think about it. These successful folks spend day in and day out also obsessing over problems they are trying to solve. Their attention is zeroed in, and though the struggles aren't personal, they are trying to solve a pain point for others. What does that mean for you? Well, if you're struggling with something right now, congratulations! You're on your way to becoming an expert. The very pain that tried to take you down is becoming your greatest asset. You're learning how to keep going when it's tough. You're researching the issue and obsessing over the details. You have a goal and you're focused. This means ultimately, the longer and more painful the struggle is, the more you're evolving into an expert on that subject. And this is incredible news because when we think of the struggle, we usually associate it with negative feelings. But I'm here to tell you that your struggle is not being wasted. Regardless of the outcome, you're gaining a new perspective and a set of tools to either overcome the next struggle or becoming a force for good and helping others. Try to take advantage of those negative feelings and see how you can master it to make it work for you. One way is to pretend that you are the expert talking to your struggling self. What would you say? This is an incredibly helpful exercise for myself as well as for my clients. Try it out. Now I want to ask you, what are you currently struggling with? And name at least one area you're becoming an expert because of it. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you soon.